Today we find out who is going to the Super Bowl. We have the NFC Championship game between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. An NFC North rivalry rematch here. We're on the road in our third game against the Lions. We each won one game during the regular season. Okay, here it is. The NFC Championship is underway, and the Vikings will have it first. These games against the Lions this year have been pretty low scoring, and we'll start at our own 25. So I start out with Adrian Peterson getting 4 yards and then 11 yards. Of course, if we're going to have a chance to win this game, Peterson is going to be a big part of it. 4 straight carries, 5 straight carries to start the day. And now Sam Bradford gets sacked. That is the concern with this offensive line. And now it's third down from inside Lion territory. Now remember, Stephon Diggs got hurt in the divisional round game, so we have Laquan Treadwell here as our number 1, and Bradford goes down. It's Ezekiel Ansah for the second time on this possession. So the Lions do a good job after all those Peterson runs. And they have Matt Stafford playing at a high level this year, but against our defense, it's very tough, and they go 3 and out in a hurry. So back to the Vikings already. Good field position. 8 yards for Peterson, back in Detroit territory. Incomplete there to Charles Johnson. 4 more yards. And on third down, another incompletion. I meant to join them there on third down. I accidentally simmed that play, my bad. But back to the Lions' possession now as they have it in their own territory. And on 3rd and 1, they can't convert again. So the defense is playing well early. We're going back to Treadwell here. It's 3rd and 5. Vikings have it at their own 32, trying to extend the possession. And a fumble. Someone get that. Joe Berger recovers. Offensive line not doing well here early as Detroit's defense is keeping us off the board. Kind of taking more of a play-the-moments approach here, but there hasn't been really a big moment quite yet in this game. Still scoreless. Now a big play action Stafford has all day. We got to drop back here. He's going to unload it and throw a pick to Andrew Sendejo. Couldn't get the pass rush, but we didn't need it as Sendejo comes up holding his left arm. So he may have to leave the game in favor of Jaron Kearse. You have to get points off turnovers. 1st and 10. Peterson not getting much. Already into the second quarter now as we have Rudolph over the middle. Come on, Sam Bradford. Dumping it underneath. He's now 1 for 5 for 5 yards. And there is an injury that's going to keep Andrew Sendejo out of this game. So Jaron Kearse, the rookie, will have to step up. Hard to trust the offensive line right now. So a safe play call on 3rd and long. Out to Jerick McKinnon on the screen. He gets a block and a first down. He spins away. Jerick McKinnon, touchdown. What a play. I was just hoping we get like a decent gain there at the least. And the big block out in front by Berger helps pave the way. And the spin move from McKinnon. Oh my goodness. So there are your first points on the day. A Jerick McKinnon screen pass touchdown. So now Detroit is going to feel the pressure against this stout Viking defense. And Harrison Smith gets an INT. 1 for each of our starting safeties. And the Vikings take over. Trying to capitalize. Peterson on the carry. And again shut down. One thing I do want to keep in mind though is that Peterson already has like 11 carries. As we get nothing here to Rudolph, but I don't want to overdo it. I just don't want Peterson getting fatigued and potentially hurt or fumbling. 3rd and 8. Good coverage. Got to bounce back to the middle here, and Bradford throws it away. What I wonder, though, is how did he get that much time to pass? That never happens. So after the Harrison Smith interception, there is a Blair Walsh field goal to make it 10-0. A 2-score lead now in Detroit. As the Lions get a first down with Amir Abdullah. I don't think he played in our other meetings this year. 22 yards here from Stafford to Ebron, and they're in Viking territory. So Detroit trying to get some points back now. They have 2 tight ends in the game. Hands off Amir Abdullah. Spinning out Brian Robinson, but still not getting much. Let's go to J-Ron Curse here, the rookie filling in for Andrew Sendejo. Got the middle third here in a cover 3. It's Stafford. Laser. Outside to Andre Roberts. Third down. Trey Waynes, I trust you in press coverage here. We're going to get aggressive. We're going to pinch the line. And we're bringing Kendricks right through this gap. Oh, they ran it left and still go down. That is big Linval Joseph there in the backfield. Vikings hold strong. So a 50-yard field goal for Matt Prater. He puts the Lions on the board. 10-3 Vikings. We have 4 minutes to go until halftime. Third down Minnesota, and there's a first down to Kyle Rudolph. Ansa's there again now. 2.5 sacks for him as he brings down Bradford. Now 3rd and 17. We'll just sim this. And they'll kick it right back to Detroit, who's trying to gain some momentum. Only a 39-yard punt there by Jeff Locke. And an interception by Eric Kendricks. That's 3 INTs now for Stafford in the first half. So Stafford giving us exactly what we need to build a lead here in the first half, and we'll take this to the 2-minute warning. Injuries are forcing Charles Johnson to play a bit more. It's 3rd and 3. He wins the release on the slant and makes a falling grab for a first down. Well done. Back to first down, and Peterson can't get anything going here. He has 14 for 60, but a lot of these carries here have been like -1 or just a yard. Should fix it here, so Jarius Wright is the slot receiver. And here's down the middle, gain to the 9-yard line. I didn't see it though. So we have Bradford to Laquan Treadwell, just a little curl route. Good play. I'm thinking here on 1st and goal, we go corner route here with Treadwell in the end zone. It's covered, but there's Rudolph. Oh, I wanted to give you a block. I'm sorry, Kyle, but he's down to the 4. Maybe we can go off tackle here and get into the end zone. And Peterson breaks a tackle. Another one! Touchdown, Minnesota! We had Adrian Peterson break 2 tackles here. He and McKinnon both have fantastic scores on the day. The Lions fans are not happy with their defense. Again, the Lions get good penetration, but Ezekiel Ansah can't wrap up. Neither can Bush, and there is a big lead now for the Vikings. 17-3 Minnesota. Do the Lions want to try anything before halftime? No, they don't. Into the second half we go. Back to Lion football now as they have Amir Abdullah getting carries, and there's a first down to Michael Burton. And 23 yards here to Anquan Bolden into Viking territory. The Lions have to get aggressive here in the second half, and this is Stafford underneath. Good tackle made by Kendricks there, who has one of the 3 Stafford INTs. On 2nd down and 5. Now a quick throw to Eric Ebron, and that is a tackle for Greenway as the Lions near the red zone. Making us go into our dime package now. 4 receivers on the field. It's 1st and 10. Stafford goes underneath. Ebron with the catch, and he's down inside the red zone. And by the way, as you can see there on the bottom line, the Pittsburgh Steelers will be the AFC representative in the Super Bowl as they beat the Chargers by 22. 2nd down for Stafford. He goes again to Ebron. We better start covering him. Flag on the play. Maybe there was an illegal block late. Could have been 3rd and 1. Instead, they're going to end up facing 2nd and 14. Well, now they have Ebron out as a receiver, basically, so why don't we go across the field. They have a trip stack over here. And off of Ebron, and picked off by Anthony Barr. Or was that Ebron? No, it was Abdullah. I thought maybe Ebron ran a quick slant. That's the 4th interception for Matt Stafford. Not a good day for him. What a rough game for Matt Stafford. I'm not sure this one was his fault. Hitting Abdullah in the helmet. There's Anthony Barr. It's not going well for Detroit. It's all Minnesota. So with this lead and the way the defense is playing in the second half, you're going to see this become an Adrian Peterson kind of half. And he's breaking free against the Lions defense for another big touchdown. 83 yards. He got around the safety, and then there was no catching him. Let's take another look here. A good block by Kyle Rudolph. Ezekiel Ansah and Schofield cannot catch up to Peterson. And then just a little move here, and the dive comes up short. You know who's winning this foot race every time. It has all gone wrong for Detroit today. 4 interceptions by Matt Stafford. They've given us short fields. We've capitalized in big spots on offense. It all began with the Jerick McKinnon touchdown, and Dan Orlovsky is in the game. Matt Stafford is either hurt or benched. I know there was a sack by Linval Joseph on that possession. So we're going to skip forward here in a hurry, as the third quarter will be winded down. Just some consistent gains here for Peterson. Very consistent. And they're just taking time off the clock and driving on this defense. Not a whole lot the Lions can do today. So a chance to really put this game away in the fourth quarter. And Bradford to Treadwell out of bounds. Now 2nd and goal. It's a play fake. Coming back to the middle. Pruitt. And he doesn't get anything. So 24-3, 3rd and goal. Jump ball. Oh, pass interference. They had to interfere with Laquan Treadwell, and that was a pretty good throw by Bradford. The placement was where it should be because Treadwell wasn't all that open. But Quandre Diggs gets the DPI. Trying to go up by another touchdown, and Sam Bradford sneaks it in. We traded the 1st round pick to get him, and now he has a 1-yard touchdown. Well, I expected a much more competitive game, especially with how the first quarter went. This just all began with the Jerick McKinnon touchdown. So Matt Stafford is back in now, but he's down 28 in the fourth quarter against the Minnesota Vikings. Lions trying to find the end zone. It's 1st and goal, or 1st and 10, my bad, and a catch here for Ebron gets 5. We gotta cover Ebron better. He's getting way too many easy targets, even if they're not for big gains. Slant caught Marvin Jones down to the 11. From the 11-yard line, less than 6 minutes to go. Stafford inside the 5, and Andre Roberts could not hang on. Good coverage. This is a Lions team that played really well this year. They had a 1st-round bye. They're 14-2. One of their losses was to us. And it looks like their next one is going to be Stafford gets it out to Anquan Bolden, but does not avoid the hit. Let's go Jaron Curse here. It's 3rd and 5. They could get a 1st down. And Stafford to the air. Rolling out. Sacked by Jaron Curse. No one gets open for him, and the Vikings force another 4th down. Detroit just goes out to kick a chip shot field goal, 31-6. Not much left to talk about in this one. We're just going to sim. And now they have Jerick McKinnon getting some carries and a 68-yard Adrian Peterson touchdown. Come on, man. We were already up by like 25. But now it's 38-6. Just simming the defense away now as Sharif Floyd collects a sack. And they just punt it. They know it's over. Their season was great, but they can't come through. They lay a big egg here in the NFC Championship game. It's okay. I've been there and seen that happen with the Vikings before. But today the Vikings are victorious, and they're going to make their return to the Super Bowl. Well, I accidentally simmed the entire closing cinematic thingy there, so I messed that up. But here are the numbers. 4 interceptions for Matt Stafford. Neither team threw the ball all that effectively, but Adrian Peterson trying to break his record here in the playoffs. It wouldn't count because they don't like playoff stats for some reason in sports, but 274 and 3 touchdowns. Well, what a game. So we're going to the Super Bowl, but let's check out the Pro Bowl roster. Matt Stafford is there as a QB1. Adrian Peterson makes it. And the other Vikings on this list. I knew we could see Peterson on there. Joe Berger is on there, so we have 2. We have to have some defense. Come on, our defense is so good. And you're telling me there are no Pro Bowlers, but at least we have Blair Walsh making it. All right, let's set the stage for the Super Bowl. So the Steelers and Vikings are set to meet in the Super Bowl again, this time at Super Bowl 51. The dynamic Steeler offense and the dominant Minnesota Viking defense. We have a great matchup for the Super Bowl to end off this season. I just want to check the injuries now. Nothing new for us. We will not have Stephon Diggs. And the Steelers do not have Le'Veon Bell or Bud Dupree, but they still have Big Ben, Antonio Brown, Martavis Bryant. So they beat the Chargers pretty good here. Almost 500 yards of offense, an easy 22-point victory. Roethlisberger, 3 touchdowns, no picks. D'Angelo Williams, 96 yards and a score. And Ladarius Green, don't forget about him. They have a great trio here on offense, and we'll try to slow them down the best we can at Super Bowl 51. Thank you all for watching. That'll do it for this episode. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave your feedback below and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.